When I was in comprehensive school, my mum took some tablets, which I've now later found out is due to her just needing some sleep. After this, she ended up in the mental health ward at our local hospital, and I was referred to family therapy and later art therapy. At the time, I'm not really sure it affected my mental health, but I wasn't happy at school, and I did do an essay about mental health for one of my assignments. With my mum in hospital, I went to live with my uncle, who then fell ill, and I ended up moving in with a friend, and eventually I moved in with my dad and stepmum at the time, all within the space of about 2 years. I'm Nina, and this is my mental health story. Okay, so this is a bit of a different upload from me today. Today is World Mental Health Day, and as part of that, lots of people around the world, the country, are doing fundraising events called Tea and Talk, and it's basically to get mental health being talked about more and less of the stigma behind the mental health issues that some people have. For more information about these events, just check my blog post below. Check my blog post. I'll leave the details below. So in the intro to this video, you'll have seen the beginning of my story. So following on from this, I'm going to jump about 7 years to 2004, when I was fired from a job that I loved. A relationship ended quite abruptly. Then my world ended. My nan died in the January. Then one of my aunts passed away, and within 5 months of each other, my uncle passed away too. After this, I was referred for some talk therapy. I was actually living with a friend at the time who has said since that had I not gone and sought the therapy, she would try and have me sectioned because she thought I was a danger to myself. Afterwards, I felt a lot better. I moved to Whitby with my auntie and uncle. I got a job at Holiday Park. Then one day I drove home, stayed with my friends. The next morning I took her and her children to school, and unfortunately a car drove into the side of me and my car was wrote off. I was, not to say the least, shook up. Everybody was fine, but I drove back to Whitby and I just wasn't, I was just very low. Jump another 6 months and I felt better than I had felt previous. I got a seasonal job, I made some friends. Then out of the blue, a family friend who I'd had a crush on from being a teenager sent a letter and contacted me, and we met up. We ended up dating, and eventually I moved in with him, and he already had a son from a previous marriage. And suddenly I was in a family that, and I wanted more. I wanted the children. I wanted to get married. We struggled with infertility for about 5 years. I spent a lot of months weeping that it wasn't me this month. I think I was a little depressed that then I became pregnant with twins, and I worried about them being healthy, coming out healthy, me being healthy, me being a good enough mum. Eventually they were born by an unwanted but planned C-section because they were both breech. and I struggled. I struggled to breastfeed. They didn't sleep particularly well. I think I was in a bit of a daze. I do think I had a little bit of postnatal depression. I became angry that my children wouldn't sleep. These babies that I'd longed for 5 years. And I was angry. Why was I angry? I mentioned postnatal depression to the health visitors, but they never confirmed. I gained support from my Sure Start Centre, and the friends that I made there were my rock, really. The past few years have been some of the worst years for my mental health. So a couple of years ago, my nan passed away. And then my husband's nan passed away. And our family dog also passed away. I was involved in a fire in a theatre that I was volunteering in. And that Christmas, I thought I was having a heart attack. My arm went numb. I felt hot. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get my breath. We were at the in-laws, and I went to the toilet, and I honestly thought that was it. I knew it was a panic attack after that. And I had several more. I couldn't sleep at night. I'd wake up panicking. My thoughts would run away with me. I felt so bad for the kids. Why is Mummy crying again? What's wrong, Mummy? I've been on and off antidepressants since then. I've had CBT, I've been doing yoga, I've had a bit of art therapy. But at the moment, health anxiety is the big thing that I'm struggling with. Anxiety is horrendous. I stopped taking the tablets earlier this year, and during the summer I've felt okay. The darker nights have come. There's not as much vitamin D out there, and I can feel my mood slipping. Everything's a struggle. Every symptom I get is 10 times worse than it actually is. Every little mole scares me that it's a skin cancer. I'm hyper alert to any changes in my body, so everything feels worse than it is. So at the minute I'm still not on any tablets, any medication. I'm trying to not rely on reassurance as much, but it's hard. So that's where I'm at the moment with my mental health. The thoughts are not as bad. The depression's not as bad. However, the anxiety is terrible. Talking about mental health really helped. Having a chat with friends, a cuppa, all helped.